Well, here I am in the day, just to prove that I don't only go out at night. And here on the in front of me is the old miners' rest home, known as Admiral Point in North Shore, Blackpool. And of course, the illuminations are up at the moment. So there we've got a donation point with a very irregular star on top of it, if anyone can see that. The unusual star there. Do viewers know what that means? Anyway, so I'm at Admiral Point, North Shore, just before Bispham, and it's nice to see wonderfully sunny day like this on in the middle of September, and blue skies. I'm just seeing if you can see the Isle of Man, because sometimes over the bay you can, and it depends how clear the day is, obviously, and it's quite hazy today. I don't think they've been spraying chemtrails or anything, which is quite unusual because that's quite a frequent event these days. But even without chemtrails, sometimes it's obviously naturally hazy with condensation and how water vapor precipitates. So here we go. Tramway. Look both ways. Looking right, left and right. They always say look right first because that's the one that's going to hit you first. In Britain anyway, because they travel on the left, if that makes any sense. So the illuminations don't look the same at night, obviously, but they're very nice. Here we've got a display of some people who've paid, I think they paid a fee to be to have their name in lights, as it were. So they'll be lit up later. I might do, oh look at this, it says one way only. I've come up the wrong way. I'm a miscreant and a rebel. So yeah, I went up the wrong way. I went through the fence in the wrong hole. So and it says keep your distance, all that. We must be obedient, obey the narrative as we approach the sea. Always obey the narrative when you approach the sea. That's my motto. What would that be in Latin? Does anybody know? Does anybody care? Does anybody watch? So yeah, beautiful. So coming across there from the Admiral Point, which is all that over there, then back, obeying the narrative, and to this beautiful seaside. Looking that way is Fleetwood. Usually you can see the hills of the Catskills and the bottom end of the Lake District, but not today because it's hazy. We can't, just panning round to the left, we can't see the Isle of Man, which should be sort of west from here. And then a few people are on the sea there. I don't know if you can see them in the distance. They threaten to get cut off by the sea because the sea moves in sometimes round the back of them, and then they get ostracised by the sea. Ostracised in the prime of life. So and then looking that way, that's towards Blackpool itself. So all very good. Let's follow the grey brick road, follow the rainbow, follow the stream, and follow the fellow who follows a dream. Now I've been following dreams for a long time, and to be honest, they don't get you that far, but it's nice to dream because, as a friend of mine once said, when you stop to dream, you start to die. So we must have a dream, must live that way. And, This today, of course, is part of my walking therapy or walking meditation. There couldn't be a more beautiful scene than this, because no matter what's going on in the world and how they've tried to lock everyone down, and they spray chemicals into the air and enforce this and enforce that, really the beauty of the day still can't be destroyed, and still there's a great sun and it's a beautiful sea. Wish we could see the Isle of Man or even Ireland. Imagine that. There are those who say you could never see Ireland from Blackpool because or even the Isle of Man, because it would have curved away. It would have been you know, if there was a curvy earth, and then there are those who say that it's flat. I think with the flat and the curvy earth thing, I mean, there's lots of crazy theories out there, isn't there, on both sides of the equation. I think you'd have to go really high to know, wouldn't you? Not like high in a drug sense, but you'd have to be actually really, you know, high in the sky. High in the sky to cut out the pie in the sky. So this gets even better, actually. It's such a nice day. The seagulls. What, can you see that seagull? What a power that must be to just fly around like that. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Some music written by Neil Diamond in the 70s, which charts the life of a seagull, and it's an existential tale about life and death, and how when we have wings we should use them, because our wings aren't with us forever. Like the butterfly, starting off as a caterpillar, then changing into a butterfly, but even when he's changed, his life isn't long. And even if you're a seagull, your life isn't long. Even if you're a person, we're just a little spark between two black pools. Forgive the pun on Blackpool, but that's where I am at the moment. So we're just this little spark, and we've got this life to make. So look at the dog down there in the pool. He's very happy, dogging away like dogs do. I think the message of this video is not only about the walk and the beautiful day, but it's about enjoying life while you can, because we have no idea how long we're going to be here, do we? In the distance there now you can see Blackpool Tower and the pier. Hope you can anyway. Probably about 2-3 miles from here. Yeah, so we should enjoy it while we can, because life is short and we actually don't know how long it'll be, and we all end up like this. And if we're lucky, someone will write about us. Look, so it says, if you look at that, there's the sea. It says Isle of Man that way, the cat bells that way, which is the Lake District. Behind me would be Salford, and that way would be Snowdon. And again, sometimes you can see Snowdon on a clear day. It's a great bay, this, in Blackpool, because you can see everything from Snowdon and Southport on the left to the Lake District on the right. Because people have a bad image of Blackpool and they think, oh no, it's a shithole, I won't bother with that. And they're usually people who say that are usually people who've never been here and don't know it, because Blackpool has actually got a lot to offer. And if you're in a landlocked town somewhere, how near to the sea are you? You know, like if you lived in Birmingham, I'm sure Birmingham's got its attraction and the bull ring and the great restaurants, but how near are you to this? You've got to be near the sea if you can, because, or at least get to the sea sometime, because it represents escape and On a day like this, even the bin looks attractive. Nothing looks the same in the light, as George Michael once said in an early Wham song. And here it is, living it large. Look at the dog.